After the typhoon in the Philippines, many celebrities came together to donate money or supplies to help victims of the typhoon. Kim Kardashian was one of those celebrities. In fact, she auctioned off some of her clothing, but now reports indicate that only 10% of the proceeds will go to the victims of the typhoon. The rest of the money will go to her.
Oh, that it can't be true. That's
I don't believe.
That's beyond the pale.
I don't believe that story. I can't believe it. It's too. They're too savvy for that.
I don't know. I mean, even for the Kardashian family, it seems like a bridge too far.
So
Right.
Kim Kardashian has a net worth of $40 million. So she's not aching for some money.
Nope.
She's obviously very wealthy. I am skeptical about her actually being involved in the charity work. I think that it is highly likely that she has handlers or people working for her that thought, hey, this might be some good PR, and maybe they did it, and of course they're going to want a cut of that money while putting in work to make this happen. But this isn't an isolated incident. A lot of times when you hear about charities or when you hear about celebrities doing good deeds like this, a huge portion of the money will go to the celebrities themselves. A good example of that is the NFL and what they do during October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? A huge chunk of the merchandise that they sell actually goes back to the NFL.
So yeah, on that story, I believe 8% finally makes it to breast cancer research
Right.
On the NFL.
But those are like bigger long-term things. You're totally right that happens. I think it is a little rare for a celebrity to specifically say, I am doing this to help these people who've been involved in a tragedy, and oh great, we raised $732,000. That's $600,000 for me. Like that seems like that she can't have been involved with it, and I could see where her people there might be a cut taken off the top for overhead, whoever set the thing up, whoever to go pick up the clothes and drive them to the airport, or whatever. But I mean, that's just a huge, colossal mistake if it's true, and it just doesn't ring true to me.
Yeah.
But man, that's an awful story for them.
So it's a breaking story, and we'll see how it develops. I'm with Ben. I'd be shocked if the $600,000 got pocketed by Kim Kardashian.
There's no way.
There's no way.
No, I'm with you on that. It can't be true, but at the same time, giving her the benefit of the doubt, at least she is spreading awareness in some way about it because she has spoken out about it. So there is that, but there's no way. And if it is, it just makes me cringe.
Yeah.
Deeply.
So, but a thing that can happen and often does happen, to Anna's point, is the overhead, right?
Exactly.
And so then they'll say, well, look, a lot of that was needed to run the charity, et cetera. And then the people running the charity sometimes, and not necessarily in this case, I don't know anything about her charity, right, will be family of the people who are raising the money, right? Mm-hmm. So it's nice, and then my uncle makes $200,000 a year because he runs the charity.
I don't think her low-profile family would be involved in that kind of thing.
Probably not. No.
They don't want to get mixed up. It's too much publicity. They'd be in front of the camera. That's not for them.
Yeah. So we'll get more details on where the money went exactly. But nonetheless, even if you take the best case scenario for the Kardashians here, it's way too much for overhead. Way too much, and you've already got a functioning charity. You don't need to put 80, 90, whatever percentage that is to overhead for the when you're raising money for something you weren't normally raising money for, the typhoon.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
One thing that you can do as a fabulously wealthy celebrity is just donate money. Don't have a charity, don't have an auction. What I don't understand is why the auction has to take place in the first place, right?
No, I like that. No, I don't want to take that away from her.
I don't like that.
Just because you're wealthy, you agree with Anna?
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at my fabulous high-end clothes. I'm gonna now auction them off, and then a chunk of the proceeds will go to the typhoon. No, just give the money. Give the money to the victims.
Well, you can do both.
You can do both.
Yeah.
Look, I think that it's don't knock the guys who are rich who are doing something to help the typhoon, even if it's not the exact way you would have helped, right? So Russell Simmons is great. He often will just give his own money to help people, but not everybody's Russell Simmons. And if I got no problems with the auction. It's again, if you're doing it in a very special way and you want to pay the people that organized the auction and there was some website costs, we get it, everybody gets it. Mm-hmm. But come on, man, a huge chunk has to go to the typhoon. If this story is right on how little went to the typhoon, even in the best case scenario, it's outrageous.
And she's got to she's just got to be like, here's a check for the gap. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to make up for it.
That's the only way to make up for it, yeah. If it's true.
Yeah. 90% of the profits. That's, oh God. And again, whoever's running it, I mean, Kim Kardashian is very unlikely to make that decision herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She probably doesn't even know the auction's happening. She's like, wait, what? You guys are auctioning off
No, we
what?
talking about it's quite the opposite. She's like, where the fuck is that blouse? You fucking sold it?
For a Typhoon?
Yeah.
Who is
I
that?
don't even know what a Typhoon is. Yeah. Ooh,
I
it's
don't
a
think
good-
I've even dated
It's a
Typhoon.
super good name for a kid, though.
She thought they were talking about Thai food, and she was like, okay,
I love Typhoon.
me too.